Most stackers like to keep a good mix of generic and premium silver, whether it's Silver Eagles, Maples, Britannias, or generic rounds like Asahi, Sunshine Minting, etc. But there seems to be a stigma in regard to the difference in value when it comes to generic silver. You should be making more on your premium stuff, right? Well, maybe. So I figured I'd crunch some numbers between the two in a selling scenario, and you might be surprised with what I came up with. Make sure you stay tuned. YouTube, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. Hope you guys are having a great week, and I'd just like to thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to check out the new video. You've all pushed this channel just short of 5,000 subs. I think we're a little over 200 short of making that happen. So if you're watching this today and you haven't subbed, why not help me out a little bit and hit that subscribe button? It's free, I promise. No purchase required. Bottom line is I can't thank you guys enough for the amazing support. And of course that makes you all part of the best damn community here on YouTube, without a doubt. You've all helped this little channel grow, and it means more than you know. So today, we're going to see if we can dig into the general belief that premium silver is really that superior to generic silver in a sale. Now, I'm about to show you some numbers that might suggest otherwise.
Would you like me to explain?
I would love to hear this.
So would I.
Alright, so I hit up findbullionprices.com to see what the cheapest silver rounds were, and I found the Buffalo round was the cheapest today, and it looks like Gold Club Direct has them for $26.08, so that is the cheapest generic silver I was able to find, and that's $1.20 over spot with a 4.82% premium. It's starting to creep up, but there was a jump up in silver. It's $24.63 today, so yeah, that's the reason for that. And then it goes down. You see it just keeps going up. AppMax, shocker, is over $30 probably. If you look at credit card and PayPal, I'm sure it's over $30. So there you have it. That's the cheapest generic silver that I could find today. Next up, I did the same search for Silver Eagles, and I found that Silver Gold Bull, of all places, had them at $28.75 a piece, 3.87 over spot, 15.55% premium. So yeah, a little bit more. And look at the bottom where government.com, holy crap, $36.35 for an Eagle. And I don't even want to know what the PayPal credit card price is. $11.47 over spot, 46.10% premium. Yikes. When you're higher than AppMax, you have issues. And Pinehurst, local to me, come on Pinehurst, you can do better than this, $34.64. They're just creeping up. They are creeping up. Anyway, now that we know our prices, let's go ahead and do some shopping. Well, let's go shopping. We're going to give ourselves a budget of $575 for premium silver and $575 for generic silver. So we're going to the virtual coin shop with $1,150 in our pocket. Let's see how we do. All right, we're out of the coin shop. Here's how we did. For a $575 budget on premium silver, we were able to pick up 20 Eagles, or a tube, and that worked out to $28.75 a piece. So our $575 bought 20 Eagles. Slide on over to the right. Best price on generic Buffaloes was $26.08. Our $575 bought us 22 Buffalo rounds, so 2 more ounces than we got over the Silver Eagles. And that's a difference of $53.40 between the two. Like I said, or the equivalent of 2 more ounces of silver. So, sounds like generic is the better deal, right? I mean, come on, this is some good stuff. Well, not everything is what it appears to be.
But wait, there's more.
And we got some bad news. Something just came up. We need the money that we just spent on silver for an emergency because I didn't stack cash. It's time to sell our silver, and we have to do it quickly. So let's take a look at our friends at Vermilion Enterprises as an example and see what they're buying silver for. So we walk in the door, we see that if we have 2024 American Silver Eagles, they're going to give us spot, which is $24.63 plus $2.50 to sell. All right. But look on down to the 1 ounce rounds, the generics, and boy, with the exception of kilo and 100 ounce bars, everything is at spot to include constitutional. So yeah, for your rounds, your generic stuff, you're going to get $24.63, which is spot price. So no funds to be made there, depending on what you paid for it, of course. But let's break it down a little bit deeper. So we went and sold our stuff, our 20 Eagles and our 22 Buffaloes. And here's how we did. Let's break it down a little bit. So 24.63, we got spot. 24.63 times 20 plus 250 over. That came out to $50 times 20, or 250 times 20 was $50. So we made $542.60 on our 20 Eagles. Well, remember, we paid $575, so we just lost $32.40 off of that purchase already, right off the bat. Look to the right. How'd we do on Buffalo generic rounds? Well, we got spot, nothing over. So the sale price that we got back for our 22 Buffaloes was $541.86. We just lost $33.14 off that purchase of $575. So, but here's the curious thing. Look at the difference between the two. It's really close. It's less than $1. Now, bear in mind, we got 2 ounces. We got 2 more ounces of silver on the generic side, and we still did worse than the 20 Eagles. So in this scenario, barely the Eagles were the better option, even though we got 2 more ounces of silver. Now, the only difference would be, obviously, if SHTF were to occur, I mean, it doesn't matter. Silver is going to be silver. An ounce of silver might be just that, an ounce of silver. But looking at it in a normal scenario, the margins are pretty tight, folks. I mean, that is pretty tight, no matter how you look at it. So in comparison to what we paid for our 42 ounces of silver versus what we got back in a sale, well, we didn't do so hot, did we? And it turns out, even though we got 2 more ounces of generic silver for the same price as the Eagles, the 20 Eagles, it didn't make a difference in the end, at least in this specific scenario. So the biggest takeaway from these numbers is that you simply have to understand that silver is a long hold. I mean, think about what it's going to take for those stackers who were still buying Eagles a year and a half, 2 years ago, when they were in the mid-30s for price. The premiums were out of control. And the sad reality of that is it's going to take a pretty sizable jump in silver price for those folks just to ever break even. And the reality is it may never hit the mid-30s for them, depending on their ages. Look, it's already been more than 10 years since it hit 30. So, yeah, those folks who bought at mid-35, they're in a pretty deep waiting game. Most of us managed to avoid Eagles during that period, at least a majority of the stackers I spoke with. Hopefully you were one of those as well. Now, could these numbers that we just went over ever change? Sure, absolutely. Just because Vermilion is buying generics right at spot doesn't mean all dealers are going to do the same. I do know several dealers who want to pay just above spot for generics. So that little difference could actually make generics a better buy in that scenario, depending on what they're also paying for Eagles. Your best bet, if you want to get back what you have into some of the premium stuff, is probably to go peer-to-peer, where there's no middleman, nobody keeping a brick-and-mortar payment, keeping the lights on. I love my LCS, but the bottom line is peer-to-peer is going to be the way to go to sell from time to time. And look, in a nutshell, if you take anything out of this video, take this. If you're buying silver with the hopes of making a profit on a sale, a quick sale, shortly after you buy it, you're making an insanely huge, uninformed mistake. If you looked at the numbers and the charts before buying, everything you need to see is right there, folks. Everything. This information is completely free over the internet. Look at your charts. If you're a new stacker with dollar signs in your eyes, make sure you do your due diligence. All that glitters isn't gold, or silver in this case. All right. There you have it. Look, I know the scenario I presented is pretty vanilla, but the numbers don't lie. Folks, you really have to know your stuff before buying and selling silver. Personally, I have yet to sell a single ounce, and I have no plans on doing so for quite a few years down the road. Now, I've traded silver for gold, but I don't count that since it actually worked in my favor at the time. Anyway, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. I love going through them, so make sure you sound off. And that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. And if you made it this far, well, kudos to you. I'll definitely catch up with you in the next episode, but in the meantime, you know what's up.
What do you want to do with your life?
I want to stack.
Damn right. Get stacked. Stay safe and be well, everyone. I am out of here. Peace, folks.
You're still here?
It's over. Go home. Go.
Oh, yes. And what was that beginning, middle, and end part again?